Going on
Can you see it like that?
17. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome at this masterclass, Jong Vocaal. The teacher for the singer is Erik Slik, and I am Rixt van Kooij, and I can advise the pianist in song repertoire. And I am very glad that we have 3 duos who want to take part. We are just going to work on the repertoire, and we will just start and see where it ends, and how it improves or not is also possible. So here in this beautiful hall of the Haagse Kunstkring, an art society here in the center of The Hague, with the Yamaha grand piano. I would like to invite the first duo to start, Rodrigo Ljoch and Roy van Vught. Can you tell us what you're going to sing and play, and maybe you can introduce yourself?
Yes.
With who you are, from which country you are, and with whom you are studying, and also what?
Okay. So, good night, everybody. I'm Rodrigo. I'm from Mexico. I'm studying in the Conservatoire choir conducting. And
I'm Roy van Vught. I study at the Royal Conservatoire of The Hague in the School for Human Talent, and I'm playing with Rodrigo. I play piano.
we are going to do the first 2 movements of the Licht Liebe by Schumann.
Is iedereen binnen?
Iedereen is binnen, ja?
Oké, dan doet de deur dicht.
Well
Would you
done.
like to start?
Thank you. Yeah, I am actually amazed because Roy, you are a singer and now you're accompanying. And Rodrigo, you are a choir conductor and now you are singing this beautiful music. So you're actually both out of your main profession and yet you make wonderful music. So beautiful. The singing part is for Erik, so I concentrate now a bit on Roy. You play beautifully. My advice would be to be even more poetic and have even more differences in sound within the beautiful sound that you make. And maybe the second verse even more intimate, more soft. And I noticed that each time that fourth finger sounds different from all the others. So try to have the same shape in your fingers, the same tension or relaxation. As soon as you tense one finger or don't bring it with your arm, it sticks out. It's brighter than the others, and that's throughout the whole piece. So maybe we can fix that.
Yeah.
Shall we try that first?
And I think also for the first part, I agree that if you follow more, because you are really trying to look for different colors and you're giving a lot of, if you follow a bit more, so then you'll get a lot of that for free.
Yeah.
So what you did was very clear, and I'll discuss something else later, but first this. Yeah.
Yeah, so like this. And not...
Yeah.
And that we heard in yeah, so the idea is that you turn back.
Would you like to have this higher or gone?
And if you forget to
I think you know
turn,
it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
you get finger
I'm gonna
sound.
challenge you
Yeah,
now.
try again. Yeah, not with the elbow, but with the wrist. And no action with the finger. That's already better. And as quiet as possible. Leave out the
Sorry.
elbow. That's already better. But if you stick out your elbow, it's more difficult to turn actually. So if you hold it here, yeah. Now it was flat. Like that. You see within the wrist and not with the elbow.
So only the wrist.
Only the wrist, yes. Yeah, even more. Yeah, and then out of movement. As if you continue. Like the breath of a singer, it always there's always a continuation. So it's not an ending, but it's continuing and then it's returning.
Very nice.
Like, you know, Tarzan and Jane, like the liane, it's always in movement.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that's a technical thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we just do
Shall we
something again, and then I'll stop you. But try to really listen and don't change anything you did. Just what you did right there was really nice. So try to be more as one.
Yeah.
Perfect.
How did you like the contact together? Did you notice him more?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Von Da ist in meinem Herzen, he really went more forward,
Yeah.
a bit more louder.
That's really, I think that was clear for everybody that you went for it there. I would hold back a little bit more, because think of the translation, think of the text. Da ist in meinem Herzen die Liebe aufgegangen.
Okay.
That's not da ist, ich grolle nicht. So keep it light, because die Liebe aufgegangen, you sing that so well and so beautifully and so open. keep that floating quality also in the phrase before.
Okay.
Because you went like, duh, and that's not necessary. And try now, for now, to start again, and then look at everybody who's here. Because now you're telling it to the floor. But the minute you don't start, when we as singers don't start when we sing, the music starts, and that's us. That's all of it. So you have to really engage, and that you make people want to see in your eyes what this whole music is about. These weird chords. Are we in A major? You're a musical man. You conduct, and you have to show what you want from the choir with your face, and just show a little bit with your eyes what this music and this intro is about, and then start singing from there. And don't change your breath, because that was really nice, beautiful breathing, but keep the intensity. Yeah, think of love, think of the story you're telling. Yeah?
Yes.
And how happy you were.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
He's thinking of the story too. Nice. We'll continue from here. As an audience, I don't know if you like that the singer looks at you. I really love it when we dare to take that risk. And then we sing a wrong word, and the next time we sing it perfectly again. But then you're open, and you're really telling something.
Okay.
So with the first, don't try and look for that, because you're already, the brain is working, your body is already, you don't have to just wunderschön.
So
Just
give.
no.
Okay.
Don't. But we'll continue from where we stopped, because I like this very much.
Okay.
So keep listening to whatever he does differently now.
Yeah. Difficult to look.
Yeah? Because of the light, or because it's uncomfortable?
No.
Okay. You can also look over the heads. That's fine.
Okay.
You don't have to individually check if everybody gets what you're saying. That's not the point. It's more that you are open and present. And then, mein Sehnen und Verlangen, you can give a bit more there. Because there it's about your turmoil. You announce that something not so nice happened with the Liebe. So that's the path of this song. It's very friendly, melancholy, and then Sehnen und Verlangen, that's more a bit sad already.
Okay.
Yeah?
And for the intermezzo in between, Roy, I believe it says ritardando somewhere.
Yeah.
And are there signs like streepjes?
Ja, eigenlijk staat het er zo.
Ritardando, kijk, die streepjes die gaan helemaal door tot hier.
Oh ja, dus daar de hele tijd.
Ja, so
looking at people,
when Schumann writes ritardando on one spot,
your neck goes a bit in a curve. And oh yeah, I'll do it
we
out
keep
loud.
it central.
Yeah.
So
First
when Schumann writes ritardando, without any signs, then it's only on the spot. But when he writes the streepjes, the signs, then it's for the whole period. And in this case, it's written like a continuation of the ritardando. So you should not start too slow at the beginning. You have 4 bars. Well, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 bars to make a ritardando. So that's important to know. And then you can do it like, it says piano again, but you could do it pianissimo if to have the more intimate atmosphere of the second verse, because then he is telling that he confessed to her that he loved her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my
Yeah.
part, what I wanted to tell, and now yours.
I just want to explain that why I asked to be open in this case, also because I saw a little bit that you take your breaths like this and that you make a little bit of a bending movement with your neck. And we want to keep open. We want to have the shoulders nice and open, and that's enough. That's perfect. So as soon as you start doing this, also when the sentence gets more intense, like mine, then something tenses up, and we don't want that. Just like with the wrists or the elbow, we just want to avoid like tension. So keep open, and that's it. So don't exaggerate. That's openness is good, and what helps usually is just to look at people, and then don't be fixed in that. So what you did the first time we did the song, you did like this. You can do that, and very correctly he asked me, "Can I stand like this? Can I stand like this with my arms?" It's very difficult to stand there and do 16 songs just standing there. So whatever you feel comfortable, you can also look at the pianist if you like. You can sometimes do this, not everybody likes that. But standing here with an open look, that's already enough.
Okay.
So, and then the hands don't matter that much.
Okay.
Yeah. Second verse?
Yes, with the met het ritardando. Ja, heel goed.
Your message with this song?
So it's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's, like it's something light, like the nachtigall and this nature thing is beautiful, but at the same time it's here suffering, right? Or
suffering. Okay. Well, whatever you think is what we would like to see. So show us that.
Okay.
So try to experiment a little bit, because now it's the same look. Like I'm going to sing, and for my taste. It sounded beautiful, but you take way too much air for every phrase. In the last part of the first song, you just for just a short phrase.
Oh, okay.
Keep it relaxed. You have 16 songs to go. Pace yourself. Yeah. Because you see big movements, we don't need that. You reach the verlangen beautifully, but finish that. Now you did verlangen. Something. Verlangen. You want something, so you yearn for it. You must find some in your own language, some great translation to really. This is the first song. You have to make clear that this is not just a happy, loving cycle for the simple love songs. There is a melancholy, what you said already perfectly. Be that expressive and really have a path in what the words mean for yourself. And of course, you just 2 days ago you decided to join here, right, with this song. So that's no problem. And don't over breathe.
Okay.
Because you have so much work and you'll be tired by song 5. So pace yourself. Yeah. And I like the way you connected now the two songs. That's very nice, and you're a very good listener. So bravo. You want to do the second song from the start?
Yes.
Aus meinem Tränen sprießen viel blühende Blumen hervor, und meine Seufzer fehlen ein Nachtigallenchor. Und wenn du mich liebt hast, Kindchen, schenk ich dir die Blumen an. Und vor deinen Fenster soll klingen das Lied der Nachtigall. I have an experiment, sorry. Yes.
That's exactly what we asked. That's not a problem. I think the next time you're going to do it, experiment with more sunshine and happiness and generosity towards the Liebchen. I will give you everything, and the nightingales will sing, and this will happen, and that. I think going for the melancholy in this second song is a bit too much. It's a bit too far-fetched. Try and just be as open and honest towards the loved one and say, I will give you everything. That's what you should write above that song. This is happy, I will give you everything, I'm a generous lover.
Okay.
Just try and experiment with that the next time we do it.
Okay.
I have a suggestion for the piano in the beginning. So the singer says, aus meinen Tränen sprießen, and you have here these notes with dots. So if you put a lot of pedal on it, it actually sounds like stretched long notes. But if you play the then also de voorhouding komt veel beter uit. Instead of dan, het kan ietsje gesepareerder.
Dus ook
Dan,
geen pedaal of een beetje mix?
Korter pedaal, denk ik. Je kan met pedaal, you can do with pedal a lot of things. You can push it very deep, you can push it half, you can keep it long, you can keep it short. And if you have a little bit more separation, then it's more the tears, you know, instead of a whole cloud is too much to say. But in that way you can paint what is the singer telling. Yeah?
Yeah.
And the other chord has more emphasis when you make the other notes a bit lighter.
Ja.
Ja, dan komt die veel beter weer uit. En die ook weer.
Ja.
Okay, let's try.
Aus meinen Tränen sprießen viel blühende Blumen hervor, und meine Seufzer werden ein Nachtigallenchor. Und wenn du mich liebt hast, Kindchen, schenk ich dir die Blumen an. Und vor deinem Fenster soll klingen das Lied der Nachtigall.
Do you know what song comes after this?
Yes, die Rossen.
Exactly. Unka, 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 unka. So try to, because now the color you went for, I like that a lot. It's very open and it's still poetic. It's not like all of a sudden Puccini or something. It's not over the top, but it's generous and it's sunny because you say, from this sad thing, a lot of flowers came. From my sighs, there are now nightingales singing in chorus, singing in harmony. So from something sad, something happy, big happy things came. You paint a wonderful happy picture, and if you want me, I'll be there for the rest of your life. And then that's what we are going towards. So if we did the third song, that's what we were going towards in this song. So this can be very, very happy. Although you sing about the first tears and seufzer, you can still go to what he says about it. And mind you, the rhetorics of a poem are also very important. Every time you start, what's the first word of the second, third, and fourth sentence?
So aus.
No, the first word. It's every time the same. It's und.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, und meine Seufzer. So we have a lot of fermata. It feels like we have to stop every time, but a fermata is not necessarily, you know that as a conductor, a stop. It's something meaningful, and we are free to choose what it is.
Oh.
So you can also make it like und. Oh, you were going to clap already, nice audience. No, und meine Seufzer werden. And then und wenn du mich. So that gives you the ability also to engage your audience and to sing with meaning and sing with what you want them to pick up from this.
Okay.
So you're in charge.
Okay.
How nice that
Super.
you're in charge together about what they feel and what they take home from this song. So you can be more in charge because your voice opens up in a very nice way, and you don't over-breathe because you know with your brain what your voice needs to do. So that's very, very organic and never change that. That's very beautiful. So would you like to do this whole song again?
Yes.
Play with the happiness that from something sad you see something beautiful arising, and play with the und, or do it to him, I'm not finished, yeah? So
Okay.
play.
Yeah,
play
and
with
Roy
it.
can change also the timing.
Perfect.
Tidam. You can come late, you can come earlier, but never do exactly the same thing.
Het is altijd vrij.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah.
Aus meinen Tränen sprießen viel blühende Blumen hervor. Und meine Seufzer werden ein Nachtigallenchor. Und wenn du mich liebt hast, Kindchen, schenk ich dir die Blumen an. Und vor deinen Fenster soll klingen das Lied der Nachtigall.
So
Okay.
if you allow yourself to make the music come alive together, then people, they all had very beautiful smiles on their faces, and you too. And you stood like this instead of like this. That's very nice. You seemed very confident. So that's what we hear, that's what we see. We want to see that. So I think you can do all the songs now and give every song, because they seem, it's very tricky. You also can sing them like in a couple of years, I think. And it's so important with like simple songs to make it your own. With any song, of course, but with these tiny songs, and it's like, oh yeah, these are the first ones. Oh, the Ich grolle nicht is where I'm going for, because there I can show my high notes and my low notes. No, this is a cycle, and we have to find the meaning in an age where people have their playlists and only listen to their favorite music and favorite tracks. This is the album. This is how the composer meant for the audience to listen to it, and we have to believe that it's necessary that this is the first song, and then it's the second song, and then the third one is happy, and then bam, we take the happiness away from them. We have to enjoy that a little bit. And then you're free and you're open and your voice works really, really well.
Okay.
Because a lot of, big credit to him, a lot of tenors really struggle with the verlangen and from the first song. It's a famous song, and you really handle it very well. Just the sentence before, don't over breathe, and then it's perfect. So, yeah. I think that's very nice. Do we have time to do it again?
Yes, we have. We
Should
still
we
have
do
45
1 and
minutes.
2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah? So whenever you think I'm going to experiment, do it and try to do it with the meaning of the text and let him know with your breathing, with contact, eye contact, what you want to do. Let him hear it and let us know why and what you are going through. We only have to see it in your eyes. It's not like big acting, but we have to see it in your eyes and then you're good to go. We're not going to stop you. I just want to correct some German stuff. Als alle Vögel, not als alle. It's it sounds a bit like a Z now when you say, but it's als alle. Hier im wunderschönen Monat Mai, als alle Knospen sprangen, da ist in meinem Herzen Liebe aufgegangen. I think you sang, da habt ich ihr gestanden, but it's da habe ich ihr gestanden. Mein Sehnen und Verlangen. If you're not happy, like 100% happy how that went, don't show us. Like, don't show us. Just don't. I'm ready for my applause. Never show that because you've sang it a couple of times really well. If you're experimenting now, in Schumann, I wouldn't go im Wunder. I wouldn't do the glissandi. That was a little bit too much. You went there and now you know where the line is. Hervor. Yeah, it's not like a little bit of a hervor or something. There was something off there. And und wenn du mich lieb hast. It's not liebt hast. You said liebt hast, but it's und wenn du mich lieb hast, Kindchen, schenk ich dir die Blumen all. So everything, all, alle, alles. We have to hear the first really start with a instead of a little bit too weak or never connected to the last word that comes before that word. Und vor deinem Fenster soll klingen das Lied der Nachtigall. You went really pianissimo. I think that was a little bit too much, but other than that, I think with experimenting, you find a lot of good stuff. And I think and really listen to German-speaking singers who you admire for all these little text things to really,
Yes.
I have one advice more for Roy. If you want to emphasize a certain chord, because it's indicated with an accent, try to release a bit more of the weight, because then you get automatically more sound, more resonance on that note. And there are quite some few, und meine Seufzer werden, then you can just release a little bit more so that your arm goes lower. Without pushing, that doesn't work, but just relax. That I would like to try. If you don't mind.
Can I just say that I really liked how you ended the first song, looked at each other, you found your keys, looked up again. Oh, it's mine. That was wonderful. I really loved that, because then we're like, wow, look at them being together, and it feels very special for us, for the audience. So that's wonderful.
Yeah, and you really found different colors on this piano and became much more poetic. So that's great.
And don't think poetic and intimate means slow all the time. You can pick up the tempo if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kunnen we nog een keertje die Aus meinen Tränen sprießen doen?
Second song from the start?
Ja, voor dus.
Ik had ook soms, I forgot sometimes to the pedal switching often.
Yeah.
Ja.
Aus meinen Tränen sprießen.
Ja, that's one. Then you can just without pushing, maar gewoon. Je hebt een beetje de neiging, mag ik hem even doen? Je hebt een beetje de neiging om dit te doen, maar je moet juist dit doen. And maybe a little bit more, maybe more left hand. Zo laten zakken.
Dus echt laag blijven.
Kijk, zo echt laag. En ook hier weer. Dus niet te... want dan ga je precies de andere kant op. Maar juist... heb je veel meer
I think
klank.
we can be very helpful here if we don't do Aus meine, but Aus meine Tränen sprießen. That we also make that very legato line towards where the emphasis is, instead of Aus meine, that we give it away too soon. So less this way, but more like the actual dynamic markings.
Ja, prima.
Ja.
Ja, zeker.
And then we're together.
Ja. Can he try a few times to do... ook een beetje van binnen naar buiten. Ja, dus van binnen naar buiten ook.
Oh ja.
Perfect. Ja. And you have more... Yeah, a little bit more body in the sound.
Aus meinen Tränen sprießen, wie blühen die Blumen hervor. Und meine Seufzer werden die Nachtigallen Chor. Und wenn du mich liebt hast, schenk ich dir die Blumen an, und vor deinem Fenster soll klingen das Lied der Nachtigall.
I think we can do that last part again, just to get it really, really together, because now you were thinking both for yourselves, and seufze, and not seufze, but seufze. Exactly, seufze, yeah. And und wenn du mich lieb hast, Kindchen, Schenk ich dir die Blumen all. It's very loving, it's very generous. It's not, oh, when I love you, I will give you all the flowers. No, I will give you all the flowers. And you can, in your head, that can be a metaphor for anything. From nice chocolate to sex. It can be full with love and full with every warmth, every fiber you have. So don't give that away because it's lower. No. Und wenn du mich lieb hast, Kindchen, schenk ich dir die Blumen all. And not blumenal. Blumen all. Yeah.
Okay.
If you can make the sunshine in every phrase, then we're there. Just the final bit? Yeah.
Und wenn du mich lieb hast, Kindchen, schenk ich dir die Blumen an.
Can we do it again and see it in your face that you love her? That's all we ask.
Und wenn du mich lieb hast, Kindchen, schenk ich dir die Blumen an. Und von deinem Fenster soll klingen das Lied der Nachtigall.
I like that a lot. Yeah, so don't be tempted with every love and fiber you have to give to make it very loud. No, warm. Warm is something completely different. And you did it beautifully together. So I heard something, somebody clap. Yes, let's. Great work. Thanks.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Both of you.
Thank you. Zullen we even pauze houden? Kopje
Ja?
koffie? Ja.
Oké, ja, is goed.
Zullen we een, shall we have a small break?
A tiny break.
Tiny break? Yeah.
How long?
15 minutes or something?
Okay, yeah, 15 or 10 maybe.
10.
I like to have more
Continue.
time to work than to drink
Okay.
coffee.
Yeah.
I don't know how about you, but I think we can manage like 10,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
But you can play a little bit on the Lindenbaum.
if you like.
If you want.
Ja.
Ja, is goed.
Hallo, wat leuk om jou te zien.
low notes are a bit soft. So maybe when we have the when I sing this, maybe we have the crescendo, of course, and the agitato. But maybe here you can try to do the crescendo more here and here a bit.
No problem.
Yeah.
It's actually easier for me.
Shall we try once? Maybe?
Am Brunnen vor dem Tore, da steht ein Lindenbaum. Ich träumt in seinem Schatten so manchen süßen Traum. Ich schnitt in seine Rede so manches liebe Wort. Es zog in Freud und Leide zu ihm mich immer fort. Ich muss doch heute wandern, vorbei in tiefer Nacht. Da hab ich noch im Dunkeln die Augen zugemacht und seine Zweigen rauschten, als riefen sie mir zu. Komm her zu mir, Geselle, hier findest du deine Ruhe. Die kalten Winde bliesen mir grad ins Angesicht, der Hut flog mir vom Kopfe, ich wendete mich nicht. Nun bin ich manche Stunde entfernt von jenem Ort und immer hör ich rauschen, du fändest Ruhe dort. Nun bin ich manche Stunde entfernt von jenem Ort und immer hör ich rauschen, du fändest Ruhe dort, du fändest Ruhe dort.
Beautiful.
Are you guys ready for it? Yeah, cool.
Maybe the last, my last phrase.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit more calm.
Fändest Ruhe dort.
Yeah. For the rest of the
worry, don't worry. So did you have time to work a little bit together, or just today?
Dit is de eerste keer.
This is the first time. Now it's good for us to know. Yeah, that's important.
Also me with Rodrigo was also the first time.
Yeah. Good to know. So we have a lot of brave people here today who just go for it. That's cool. Do we need to like start the stream again, or are people at home also going to have a coffee? Okay. We're back. So, like the previous duo, can you explain a little bit who you are and what you're going to perform?
Yeah, I'm Roy van Vught.
I'm Shania.
I'm a baritone tenor. I'm still very young, so 16 years old. And I'm going to sing Frühlingslaube from Schubert and Der Lindenbaum from Schubert.
I'm so sorry, but we are missing one singer. I don't want her to come in the middle of your song. I'm sorry, she'll be right here. Oh well, that's not at all the reason. No. Yeah, I just don't want her to wait for the whole song in the hall. Just.
We are complete now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also Frühlingslaube from Schubert.
Yeah.
Die Linden lüften sind erfüllt.
So is this a happy song for you, or is this, what's the vibe?
A lot of hope
Mm-hmm.
and also a lot of joy because I tell about the spring and about the glue and the bloei. Ik weet niet hoe je het in Engels zegt.
Yeah, blossom
The
or
blossom,
something,
yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. And it's also really beautiful accompaniments by Schubert and by Jonge. And
Yeah.
it really gives a sense of hope and new things and
Yeah.
freshness. Yeah.
So it's quite upwards and active.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. I'd like for you to take a little bit more of control, because now I feel like you find the accompaniment of the piano too beautiful. Like you're waiting to like you're the boat just floating on the pond, but you need to have your own motor as well. Like it's your idea. You're the one giving the audience the sense of why you're singing this right now. So if you like blossoms, you as a private person, then think of that, because now also it becomes a little bit too beautiful then, and the whole time, and it becomes a bit slow, and you can take more initiative. And if you want to indicate for you that you enjoy it, you can also do like this, as if you're pointing at something. You don't have to do this all the time. You can find also other movements. Yeah. So a little bit more initiative. Like enjoy that you are the boss now, and you're the boss together. But let her know, like, now we're going to this part of the story, and now we're going to those beautiful, beautiful blossoms over there. So find different movements and a little bit more keep the tempo.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Yeah. And Shania, trust that Roy will enter, because actually you had a beautiful intro and you slowed down just before his entrance. And he took the slower tempo, and then you are already slower than you intended to be. So be aware that you never slow down before the entrance of the singer, because it's such a stereotype thing to do.
And
trust
also,
that he will be there.
If you're not working together for that long of a time, you're both very kind and you don't want to be in the way. But now's the time to experiment and try stuff out. And then sometimes you're in the way, and then you find something beautiful that's very new. So don't see this as something that's wrong, but just play a bit more.
Yeah.
And in this beautiful atmosphere of hope, there are some sort of, how do you say, itching things, painful things, you know, where the accentuations are with the G flat, G, and then the F flat. That creates a dissonance, and it's beautiful because you know, if you cook a dinner, if you have a meal, you need salt and pepper and herbs to make it interesting and to make it tasteful. So these dissonances are there, so you notice again afterwards the serenity and the beautifulness and the hopefulness. So we need the spicy thing of the dissonance as well.
Well, that's a lot of information, but just try and play along with it. Nice.
Hey.
Very nice. Beautiful. I would consider this. Enden is just one word, but is written on two notes.
Yeah.
And keep the the. Okay. Try not to change it. Yeah? Shall we do the last phrase a bit? Because you can help yourself a little bit more by not doing this at that moment where you have to sing, but just keep still and let the audience come to you.
Yeah.
And try that first.
Also, I try on the way above to the top. I try to to do a decrescendo, but how can I manage a decrescendo while...
If you think decrescendo, it will happen.
Okay.
Just don't think of it as a jump.
Okay.
Think of it as the air that just goes through. That's enough. Keep it a little bit more simple.
Yeah.
But that's very difficult. So just try around and mess it up and try again.
And
yeah, so just a final bit for this. And,
Here or here?
good question. let's go from here. Sie, do you know? Oh, Sie schaffen an allen Enden. Can you play it for him so he knows where? So flow towards that. Think very legato, very horizontally, and is the same sound.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Sie schaffen an allen Enden, an allen Enden.
Yes, this is as simple as you can go. And then you have automatically a musical phrase that goes through, and we don't hear like you give it a little bit away from the airflow. It stays in the same. Again, because this is really good already. First try, very good.
And Shinai, can you bring out a little bit more the difference between the E flat and the E and the F, that chromatic line, and then on der Enden an allen, then you have play a little bit more the balance in the chord, more emphasis on the second fingers, the A flat, E flat, both in left and right hand. So you color a little bit, so you get a little bit fuller in that aspect. From Sie schaffen?
This is trying, eh? This is all trying out.
Sie schaffen an allen Enden, an allen Enden.
Nice. Now it's so solid that you can do that you can diminish it if you want. It'll make a diminuendo. Try it.
Sie schaffen an allen Enden, an allen Enden.
Exactly. Now I think what is important, what we do is now we give our brain the information what we want to do with the phrase. So your brain tells your breath what to do, and then you're the boss. Then you can and then you can do anything, and hopefully it feels simple. Does it, or does it feel like a lot of work?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah. Because as soon as it's a lot of work for you, then it's the wrong tip from me to give to you.
Yeah.
So always say it's not working if it's not working. But this is later on the handen will come back. So try to do it the same way, like a very honest sound. And then when you want to practice it at home, do it with try to keep your body very calm and let the air fill your mouth, and don't try to not that you do. I have to exaggerate to make my point. It's not what you did, but to keep it very honest, and then you can make a diminuendo if you like. Very good. Shall we continue from there, or did you want to say something?
Yes, I would like to ask again, Shinai, if you could emphasize more on the thumb by Sie schaffen allen Enden, because if you play so beautifully the top note, you actually only play the same B flat that Roy is singing. So it's more interesting if you take another voice. So if you just shift the position of your wrist instead of like this, but more to here. Instead of. Do you notice? So you just shift, you turn a bit. And now more second fingers. Then you also sustain him a little bit more. And in the beginning. it's the melody for the first time. So then you can take top notes, but now that's the spicy, the pepper, the hurt, and then of course don't slow down that. Don't slow down. Kan je even zingen? So use the pepper and the salt in it.
That was actually a higher key. But
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
And I think you're ready for that. I think you are ready for that.
Sounds
I've
right.
been dying to say.
shall I try the higher key?
Well, I think it's not fair for you.
Yeah, it's
It's fine.
Chennai can do this.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
sure.
okay,
enough
okay.
stuff.
Yeah, brava. But then also, if the gets higher, you notice that you want to do but
Yeah.
don't go there. Very. If you want to go home and practice this, do it with glissandi, and then so that it never becomes this. And then that's not what you did. But try when it's higher. The voice, a tenor voice, wants to like help, but no, we don't want to help. We don't want to open too much in this section of the higher part of the voice. That comes after, when you're over the transition, and then you can open up. But here, it's not a big problem if the becomes a little bit more overly shaped than you think it can be. So it's not but so that the tongue can stay relaxed. And a little bit more like, an egg or oval shape instead of Yeah?
So
Try
less widening and more of
the... Well, it's just don't give exactly, not widening with your mouth.
Okay.
Let the voice travel where it needs to go, and you have to find out by trusting that you stick to the sound. It's right here behind and under the nose is your resonance. That's where it is. So it takes some time to figure it out and just experiment. And do it wrong the first time. We don't mind.
Well, from the beginning.
Really? Yeah. Okay. If we are going to do the higher version, we have to do everything to make it as comfortable as we can.
Yeah.
So not slowing down, not wallowing in frische Duft. Let's go forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's make this very crispy, not in volume, but in lightness and in anticipation, in youthfulness. Yeah, so we start.
Chennai, you can already make a tiny accelerando before he starts with frische Luft, because then you are helping him, he can step in. And actually you tend to slow down again and make it more difficult for him.
Because it's so beautiful. We all want this to never stop, but we have to go on with it. So the bar from before frische Duft, I think it's 12. Is that a good place for you? your sound.
Sätze sei nicht bang, nun muss ich alles wenden, nun muss ich alles wenden.
Woohoo.
Die Welt wird schöner mit jedem Tag.
Can we just stop here because it's really beautiful and we're a bit higher now in the voice, right? This
Yeah.
is the high version. So if we start like this and then need to open up for singing, why not take in the interlude, take all your images and your inspiration and your posture for inhalation like this instead of,
Okay.
yeah?
Yeah.
Just be up. Then you're already in a higher voice preparation. And what you really did really well was the ah and the ah. I don't know what was it, a G?
It's an F.
Oh, it's an F. So
Yeah.
there's even a higher version.
Yeah.
I have the one where it's a G. So don't try to open up with as much room here as you think you need to let the audience hear. So keep it a little bit more simple. Ah, ale, and the opening up and the blossoming of your voice, then the resonance comes from the moment you start singing, not before. Like ah, no, just ah. You open up. Very simple. Try it because it's so solid. It can be even warmer. And now it's very very there, very concrete, very heel concreet, and it can be more poetic. Ale. If you practice it like that, you find that the voice can really be relaxed. Very roomboter, whipped cream, everything in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we never help ourselves with worrying or overachieving. We always help ourselves with going to a simpler version.
Yeah.
And the piano can support the singer there because it's a high note. You can, the same as I told Roy, if you relax within the chord, then you get more resonance. Let it vibrate and take, for example, a lot of A flat within the balance, a lot of a lot of third. Then you help him also, and we give enough support. Yeah, so really within the key. Waar wil je beginnen, Erik?
Waar willen jullie beginnen? Where would you like to start?
Misschien het tweede couplet?
Die Welt,
Het hele tweede
bar
couplet?
27.
Ja.
27.
A big advantage when you sing it a little bit higher is that the low notes don't get you out of your nice tessitura. So you don't have to but now it's all ya da da ya da dum bum ba dum da dum dum. It keeps flowing now.
Yeah.
So and you're not tempted to like walk the stairs up and down.
Yeah.
You can stay in a nice flow, and I think if that feels good for you, do it more and do it higher.
Yeah.
I would like to start a little bit earlier with Nun armes Herze, because in the piano part it's for the first time that you have like a line in the bass, and again with dissonance and not, but within sort of a decrescendo line again. And here, nun muss ich alles wenden, towards your high note. Don't emphasize because that's the same line that the singer plays, but play the bass. And then here that one, the going down. Yeah, so maybe we can start with Nun armes Herz. And actually you hear the poor heart because it's in the bass. Tiam, tiam. It's the sighing of the heart.
Do you have that
sound?
note?
Cool.
Yeah.
Nun armes Herz, sei nicht bang.
Okay, we are too slow now. We are too slow now, and really give T like the sustaining note a bit more.
Armes Herz, sei nicht bang. Nun muss ich alles wenden. Nun muss ich alles wenden.
Okay. Can we do this? I will show you. What you do is from the back to the front, and you just keep on moving. So if you do, then it's stuck. But in singing also the air always goes on. So our arm weight has the same function as the air of the singer. So if we do it like this, we hold our weight. It's like the air is from here and it's on your throat then. But if you continue in the movement. It's a wide chord, but in that way it can sound. And if then it doesn't sound. So the more resonance you get from being relaxed and continuation of the movement. Have a try.
Again, we can be
and
helpful
I sit
as
very
singers.
low, so if you want to have the higher
pianist.
one.
If we make this about encouraging your heart not to despair, then you have the right image.
Nice.
If you are like,
armes
Herz, if you are tricked by the words, they're saying, sei nicht bang. There's hope here. So the line goes forward. If you can get that together, then all of our problems are solved.
Ja, kan zij het een paar keer proberen
Natuurlijk.
eventjes? Would you try to do the chord in this relaxed way? So really go down and oh. So not like that, but yeah. So not after the attack opening, but continuing better. Okay. Nou, zullen we het nog een keertje doen?
Yeah. I liked the last one a lot. It was very sunny and mild. It was beautiful.
Van Nun armes Herzen. And for me, you can have even more bass and less of the right hand. And make sure that you don't do in the right hand, because then you ask too much attention. Ta-da-ti-da-da. It's not important. Pa-da-ti-da-da. So it's within a decrescendo. Yeah?
Armes Herz, sei nicht bang. Nun muss ich alles wenden. Nun muss ich alles wenden.
I'm going to stop you here. It was beautiful.
Was great.
Beautiful.
Well done. Yeah.
Vocally, try to keep the. There is such a beautiful moment that this dun, 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 becomes Nun muss ich alles. Don't be tempted to do alles, like go with the high note, low note, high note. Try to keep one like rainbow-shaped line of hope through the melody. Yeah. So don't go too much along with the notes, how high and how low they are. And try to be a little bit more like, now do you do like, oh my heart, don't do, but try to keep it here. You're talking to yourself. Nun muss sich alles wenden. And then you say it again. You can look to the audience. Now I know it. Now my life is going to change for the better.
Yeah.
That we see in your face a lot of hope. And that your breathing also is like, be still my heart, everything is going to be better. And then, yes. Everything is going to be better, and then we would like to see that contrast. Can you try that?
Yeah.
So what's a good place to start for that? The first, nun muss ich alles?
Yeah, the same actually.
Oh, the same place, yeah.
Yeah.
Nun
Because, thank you, because what now happens is that your tone becomes more noble. Back then it was about, oh, the high notes and and now it's in one line that has meaning. So always, that helps a lot vocally if you know what the meaning is. And you can choose, you're free to choose. Like I gave you an example, you did it perfectly. You can choose your own meanings if you like. And that takes time. And that you have to do at home and play around and have fun with that. So if you want to look down like, oh, my heart, or if you want to, no, I want this, that's perfectly fine. But if you try stuff out, then your body becomes very flexible and your breathing will flow and the lines become clear. And you don't go, dus, now it was a very beautiful line and your voice sounded very noble and very warm. So that's what we love to hear. Yeah. Again. And then continue.
Yeah, what are we going to do with the second verse? Die Welt wird schöner mit jedem Tag. Because Schubert indicates also pianissimo like the first verse, but I can imagine that you do it a little bit more open because it's a development. How do you think about it?
Where from die Welt?
The second verse, die Welt wird schöner mit jedem Tag. Man weiß nicht, was noch werden mag. Das Blühen will nicht enden, es will nicht enden.
I think there's written a double piano, like pianissimo, and
Absolutely.
The first time it's piano. So it's more intense, but even more hopeful. Now it's finally going to change for the better.
Because in my score I have both times pianissimo in the piano part, but it's nice to have a difference with the first verse. So the question is, are we going to do it more intimate or more open? So if you have it softer, then do we have different pianissimo?
Yes, also pianissimo.
Yeah.
What do you think from judging from the text? Which one is more?
I've always thought that the second one is more intimate and more.
Great, show us. Let us hear it. Yeah. Great, good choice.
So we get the intermission. How do you say the intermezzo from here? Enjoy. Take the melody.
And dare to be soft as you think is good.
Okay.
How did you like that?
Much better.
Yeah, cool. If you're going to choose for a very pianissimo here, then in German you can give a lot more text, a lot more consonants. Like, Die Welt wird schöner mit jedem Tag. You can really like play along with all the schöner. You can really use in German, perhaps all of you know it already, but schöner. You can, yes, and enjoy that a lot. And weiß nicht, was noch werden mag, das Blühen will nicht. And then perhaps now you did the first one. You can also do. You can also go towards that one and then decrescendo, because decrescendo from piano is very difficult. But if you go there generously and decrescendo from mezzo forte, you give yourself a bit more like room to decrescendo. Yeah. That's a nice trick. And then when you're waiting to come in with the first phrase, don't wait. Just have a sentence, have an image of what you would like the audience to know. Like, look at beautiful, I don't know, a Champs-Élysées like lane of trees, or like a lake with just one boat and a couple of swans over there. Just something that gets you into what story you want to tell, so you don't just stand there and then all of a sudden, because what happens a little bit in your body is wait, and then all of a sudden your arms go up when you start to sing. But then we think, oh, this is his pause, and now he's working, and now it's pause, and now it's working. Yeah. So be every note, you're together in this. You can look at her and think, wow, beautiful, well done. I know what I'm going to sing now. Yeah? Play along with that. If you choose for pianissimo, do it way softer and use the German language, and then you're good. Yeah. Would you like to repeat something? Do we have time, or we want to go to the next song?
Let's do this, so he has the chance to speak more the German, and then continue with the next song. Yeah, agreed?
Because your German is actually really good, so you can play even more with it.
Yeah, and don't forget to say wird. Wird, yeah. Because that is a little bit wird schön.
Wird schön.
Absolutely.
Nice. Second song? Yeah. It really works when you have this image, and then your gestures become very natural. As soon as you do this, then you have nowhere else to go. Just save this. You did it from this movement, this gesture with your arm. Save it for a very special moment, and build it up. Don't just
always do this.
Yeah, because it's gone. You have nowhere else to go. Just be very gentle with your arm gestures. That's you can do a little bit more with less. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am Brunnen vor dem Tore, da steht ein Lindenbaum. süßen Traum. Ich schnitt in seiner Rinne so manches Liebe fort. Es zog in Freud und Leide zu ihm mich immer fort. Ich muss auch heute wandern, vorbei in tiefer Nacht. Da hab ich noch im Dunkeln die Augen zugemacht und seine Zweige rauschten, als riefen sie mir zu. Komm her zu mir, Geselle, hier findest du deine Ruhe. Die kalten Winde bliesen mir grad ins Angesicht, der Hut flog mir vom Kopfe, ich wendete mich nicht. Nun bin ich manche Stunde entfernt von jenem Ort und immer hör ich Rauschen, du fändest Ruhe dort. Nun bin ich manche Stunde entfernt von jenem Ort und immer hör ich Rauschen, du fändest Ruhe dort, du fändest Ruhe dort.
Well done. The first time you said jedem Ort, you said jedem Ort, jedem Ort. The second time you said it perfectly. I think, is the tree, is it your friend? Is he close? Is he far away?
He's not my friend, but I admire him, I think.
Yeah. And because what I would like you to do is tell it more with your face and the text instead of with in this song particularly the arm gestures,
Yeah.
like with the head, and we have a lot of extra information acting wise also in the piano part. So that's already there. So you can, and what really worked really nicely, I don't know if you all thought that, but when you just went like this for a phrase and looked for the whole phrase at one point or one person, so that we don't see you scanning the room all the time, but you pick your moments to look at somebody, tell the whole phrase, and then interrupt your thoughts again. So a little bit more precise in where you look would benefit this song particularly very, very much. I think you can try experiment with that a little bit.
Yeah.
And is this the tessitura you want to sing it in?
The right.
Could it be
range?
one higher? Like not now, don't worry.
Yeah,
but I
because
think
it was. I studied this piece when my high notes were
Mhm.
still struggling and a lot
Yeah.
of pushing. So I thought when it's low, it's a bit more relaxing.
yeah.
But I think maybe now I can do it a bit higher. without pushing, with
Yeah, because
conversation.
because otherwise you tend to go and when the high notes are not a problem anymore, you go to push on the low notes just to impress or be heard, and that's not what you need right now.
Yeah.
So you can think about that and try at home to just go up half a tone, then a whole tone, just
Because
play
in
around.
which tonality did you sing it?
Sorry?
Which key?
Which key?
Right now in E major.
E
Okay.
major, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there must be a high one, I guess, because now the low notes, for me, I would like fear them almost. You do it really well, but I wouldn't like to go there.
For me, I have to think them really high to.
Yeah.
And they are pretty low. So.
Yeah. Would you like, because we can just start from the
Yeah,
beginning and work a bit. I don't know how much time we have, but
the piano is
something.
sort of picturing what is happening. So if you start your introduction, do you know what you tell? What is the picture? Your motive is something demonstrating from the text. What is it?
I'm just guessing.
Yeah, perhaps we have to help her a little bit.
Wind?
It's the
Wind?
yeah. It's the leaves. Head through
The wind in the leaves.
The wind
probably.
in the leaves
Yeah.
from the tree,
The rustle.
probably. Would you dare to do it without pedal once?
Ooh.
Because actually you use so much pedal that it's sort of, and I mean it will win in quality if you can do it with your fingers only and then be free to add as much pedal as you want to. But now you use the pedal to play legato, and you should be able to do the legato with your fingers and then add, for example, I would add the pedal on tidim on the accents, and the others could be very sort of bright and very clear. So try to do it without pedal first and then add some. Okay, and great, because you focus on the right hand, but actually we have a chord in the left hand which is louder and softer, because we have a slur over two notes. So the first one is louder and the second one is softer. So you have a crescendo decrescendo in the right hand, but in the left hand you have louder, softer. And this sort of duality, you need to be able to do it, and then you can add some pedal, but only on the beginning maybe. Yeah, but first without pedal, but give enough sustain herkern in the tone in the first chord. Yeah, okay, and you can wait longer. Tom, yeah, and now add some pedal, because now you could do it with your fingers. A little bit more bass. And don't hurry. Give yourself the time. Yeah, and give pedal on that. Ti-tom, that should be bright. Yeah, so play it without pedal and only on the pom, there a little bit of pedal. Yeah, because now you get shiny, shiny B. And now add a bit pedal on the first chord and then do the rest with your fingers. if he says da steht, then you can also release some weight on that chord and give some pedal. So you have the warmth together with him, da steht, and then ein liebender Baum is lighter again. So, but I mean, experiment with this kind of playing because it's more interesting than a lot of pedal everywhere. Yeah, and you can add as much as you want to, but first you should be able to give the quality without the pedal, I think. Yeah?
I really like the contrast in your matter-of-fact starting. Am Brunnen, pam pam pam, I'm going to say this, I'm going to start the song. After this virtuoso bit of you, well done. And being together all of a sudden, that's beautiful. So can we have a couple of bars before he starts singing, or is that a very difficult thing to ask?
And then for Chennai, Am Brunnen voor den Toren, the bass has legato and the right hand has dots with slur. So the right hand is shorter and the left hand is legato. This kind of transparency you need in Schubert.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you push the pedal everywhere, you don't hear these details. So my suggestion would be Am Brunnen, there you give pedal, then without tom tom, and then on Tore again. And on Tore again. Then you emphasize with him the text.
I think also what helps is not to see it as like a hymn or a church song, but a ballad. We're going to tell a story. So you have this, whoa, whirlwind, boom, boom, and then all of a sudden this yacht, ta-dum, ba-dum, like somebody's hunting, and then the story starts, very matter of fact. Try it.
You can do the whole
okay.
if you want.
Yeah, if you like.
Okay, one more time and really go down in the key. Don't be too superficial.
Okay, thanks, that's beautiful. We're going to continue from here. If he says something, and this is for when you work longer together, but I think Schubert also wrote these songs to be fun and for friends and for sharing. So don't make it too holy. If you say, I cut something nice, a lovely word into its bark, and you do blah-blah-dum, this is the word. Find each other there. Make it fun again. Because otherwise, we go to church and sing exactly beautifully what is written. Yeah, and that's not it. That's not it. We have to, because you tell it so well now. You stay very still, very well done, and you play very beautiful the whole whirlwind before the story starts. So then we can have this simple story, and then if there's a joke, use it. Show us. We like to have fun with music. Yeah, you're allowed to have fun. So, beautifully sung. What did I want to say? That's it for now. Continue where we left now, because you don't need to do it again. Just go on. Do you have the tone, the note? Sorry? Yeah.
Yeah. Now we get the minor part. Yes.
Yeah.
Da
we're going on from there. Let us look into your eyes. So don't look to the floor all the time. So your voice also carries a bit more. I had to go on a journey. I had to go and walk. I have to go out there. So this is very much out there with a lot of direction. Yeah? Where we left, you can go on. Where we stopped. So look at us.
Und seine Zweige rauschten, als riefen sie mir zu. Komm her zu mir, Geselle, hier findest du deine Ruhe. Die kalten Winde bliesen mir grad ins Angesicht, der Hut flog mir vom Kopfe, ich wendete mich nicht.
Super. This is beautiful. You let all the drama happen where it happens, in the keys in the piano, but still we could follow the story in your eyes, and your movements weren't distracting, they were helping, and you didn't seem to want to push those low notes. They were just there. That's very good. Before that, the voice of when the tree speaks, it's the tree speaking, right? You can change your attitude there.
Okay.
You can let us know that somebody else is talking now. Try.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
If
Shinai,
you have time.
you have a sforzato in before die kalten Winde bliesen. Actually, you are now a cold wind comes in, so you can do a little bit more on the first one.
That's where.
Die kalten Winde. Yes, and only on the first one. Otherwise, it's too powerful. And also here, these basses, pom 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 pom. You're focusing on the right hand, which is perfectly natural, because the right hand is technically the most difficult. But actually, what is difficult is to have the independence on that the right hand moves, but you have the freedom in your mind to do this sort of destiny pom 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 in the bass, and actually that's sort of the forebode of what is coming, that is not going to end well. Yeah. So if you have the attention, please try to get out that bass a bit like an independent voice.
What would be a good place to start?
Die kalten Winde bliesen.
Yeah? Cool.
Die kalten Winde bliesen mir
Great.
grad ins Angesicht, der Hut flog mir vom Kopfe, ich wendete mich nicht.
And no ritardando there, because you did it the first time, and from this bass, pom 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 pom, then you get ti da da dum, ti da da dum. It will even work. And if you prepare with a ritardando, you have exactly the same as with the first.
I think we have to be a bit mindful of the time. It's
Yes, okay.
3 minutes to 9.
Okay.
I don't know what the
We
time.
will start at 9.
At 9. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So, but this worked, I think, with this with more emphasis on the beginning, the sforzato. I liked it very much.
Shall we finish it?
Yeah.
Can we do this one more time?
Oh,
This intermezzo thing, and no ritardando, and so all the surprises for the change. Noon.
Yeah.
So tickety 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 ta-ya-da-da. That's it.
Nun bin ich manche Stunde entfernt von jenem Ort, und immer hör ich Rauschen, du fändest Ruhe dort.
Okay.
Nun
Can I
bin
stop?
Yes.
Can I stop? The figure is wapapipam papa and not da da dee dum padam. So from the first.
I think because he's singing also about being far away from somebody, you can also be with your right hand far away. If you can manage to have that very airy, very distant, that would be lovely if you can manage. And you can make more lines so that it's not but now I'm far away. And we are not sure if you like that or not. So you have to really tell the story, and we need to know how this will end. So it has to be in your eyes. And please look at us. That's nice.
Yeah.
Tell it to us.
So you can emphasize the bass, the 5-1 all the time. Boom, boom, boom. Yes.
So already now start
Then you're
thinking
not in his way.
how you feel and what you want to say.
Yeah.
And how did you like the No Ritterdando?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
exciting.
I think it's a nice,
It's
exciting
exciting.
effect. Yeah, well
Yeah.
done.
Okay, nun bin ich.
Okay. Dat deed ik dan.
Nun bin ich manche Stunde entfernt von jenem Ort, und immer hör ich Rauschen, du fändest Ruhe dort. Nun bin ich manche Stunde entfernt von jenem Ort, und immer hör ich Rauschen, du fändest Ruhe dort, du fändest Ruhe dort.
I think Ruhe. I think the 16th has to be after the. There's a big discussion about it.
Yeah.
If Schubert knew how to write it or not how to write it, but I
his
think
song.
Ruhe padam.
Just, I
Because-
think we have to wrap up
Yes,
a little bit.
yeah.
But if you don't say too much Ruhe, Ruhe, that's too Dutch.
Yeah.
Ruhe, Ruhe. Yeah, I've never heard Ruhe like no. So be careful of that. And now it seemed, and I like that you made a choice, but it seemed like you were very happy being away from everybody.
Oh.
And I doubt that is the
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
I think you're more alone and distant as well. Like she does now wonderfully in the right hand. Something happened to you and you're still recovering. Like, now I'm far away. You will find rest there. It's eerie. It's not comfortable and I'm far away. It's because then your automatic gesture comes, and that's nice for certain moments, but not always. So here you can also freeze a little bit, like tell us how confused you are or how alone you are. You can find the subtext there, and that will also matter vocally. But
Yeah.
that's for way farther on. I think you're both doing really well. So thank you. I think we have to wrap up, right?
Okay.
Don't you think?
Well-
Yeah, there's so much to say.
Yeah.
We're never done. We're never done. We have to come to terms that we're never finished learning
Yeah.
a song. Well done,
Well
both
done.
of you.
Do you have a few minutes break? Is that possible?
Ja, sure. Ja, ga je lekker koffie zetten? Dan vul ik ook even mijn water bij. A couple of minutes break, like
Yeah.
4 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, now the official shoes.
Yeah. Just half a minute and I'll be
That's fine. Can you explain us why you chose the pieces you chose? Because from all the participants today, you're the one who really chose them like very consciously and probably, I'm guessing. But why did you choose these pieces?
Well, the two pieces that we chose for today is part of our competition repertoire.
Yeah, and how did it end up in your competition repertoire?
We were given a poem.
Oh.
A poem.
June.
Yes, June 9th it's called. And based on that poem, we were supposed to choose a repertoire.
Oh.
Yes.
That's
and
interesting.
The repertoire consists of a compulsory repertoire that the jury gives us.
A newly written piece or a
Newly
classical?
written piece
Oh, okay.
as well, and 3 classical pieces, and then 12 pieces that we chose for ourselves.
Great.
Wow.
And these happen to be the ones you love most or did the most or?
No, none of both.
We hate them.
Well, I've been told that Rixt has done a Schubert research.
Oh, right.
Yes.
And so we definitely thought, okay, we have to bring our Schubert
That's a
piece,
great reason.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Mozart is just,
Like it's also it's simple in a way, but it's very difficult.
Yeah. Well, that's Mozart. Yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah.
sometimes don't exactly know how to make it nice.
Cool.
So
Well.
we would like to explore
And you
that.
want to be able to have difference in style as well, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, and how to do this on the same piano.
And the feeling of being free in such music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Great.
Starts with Mozart or Schubert?
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Right.
Well, we said Mozart. Or do you want to do Schubert?
No, it's fine.
Let's start with Mozart because then we have the
Yeah.
chronological order
Yeah.
of the time.
Yes.
And just for me, this is in F major, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Long legs.
Yes.
Daar gaat de kruk omhoog.
Oh
How do you feel? I heard you coughing a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I lost my voice at one point.
And you found it back, right? Or do you agree? I heard some wonderful notes after you lost it. I thought, oh, you're back on track.
Yes, but...
There's always a but. We're not going to talk about but. No, that isn't helpful. What you could do is, with breathing in, sometimes I hear a lot of, yeah. That sounds fatiguing, and also like the chords don't really close or don't really open, and you get like a lot of dryness there. Mm-hmm. That can cause the sensation like you want to cough. So if you think a little bit more like a very flexible, Mozart is so difficult and it's so exposed and naked. Let's from the first note, your first breath actually sounded very. So if you go almost only through the nose, and what happened is that your chest comes up a little bit like, and then we see all kinds of athletic. You're a beautiful woman, and that's already enough. You seem very athletic already. So if we hear and we see, like, let the air really comes to you. And then it's and east, and you when you breathe in, like you don't allow the serenity. Yeah. You want to have that already in the preparation. Shall we just go from the beginning, and perhaps you want to say something?
Yeah, it is a very difficult song for the long lines, for the singer especially, and you can help as pianist. Don't look at the score. Stay looking at me. This is a question. What kind of time signature is written? Don't look at the score. Look at me.
Okay. I thought first I thought it's 4/4, but now you are asking me again.
It's not 4/4, and that is the solution. It's an alla breve. So if you think in 2, and then it will help her going through the lines. Because if you think in 4, it gets a little bit of heaviness, like, you know, the voeten aan de vloer, but it's getting lighter if you think in 2. And Also, in a classical style, the emphasis is always at the beginning of the phrase. So you always have to go from the first and then make a decrescendo. So ba da da di da do di ba da da di da da. And as soon as you do ba da da di da da di, it will hold back the singer. And you ask attention for something which is not important. We had the same thing in the Schubert. So play from the bass and always a heavy light in every bar, and also heavy light over the bars, sort of. In that way you can help.
I'm just going to keep it a little bit close to have a good look at your body. And don't try to do anything different, except from the very mild, effortless. There's enough air in your body to live, so there's enough air to sing.
But I do like the way, Margaretha, how you search for the sound of Mozart, not being too fat, and because you want to have a difference with the Schubert later on. So that's good, but play more on the bass and make the right hand less important. Pa da da di da da di, pa da da di. So make it lighter the further you get in the bar.
That's good. You're trying stuff out.
Yes.
That's good. Also for you. Mess up.
Yeah. That's why we came here, right?
Exactly.
And it's an andante, hè? An andante in two.
Yeah, it's a bit quicker.
It's a bit quicker. Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful. No, well done. No sorry necessary. You breathed in perfectly. Then no gap in between breathing in and singing. It's just on the intake. You can switch like a swing from when we were kids.
Yeah.
What's going up is bound to come down. There's no stopping in the air. There's no stopping the air, because then we stop something.
Yeah.
And do it a bit less air intake and sooner just immediately go to singing.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Okay.
Yeah, very simple. Don't try to be beautiful or something. Just boom da 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 dee da da dee boom da 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 dee, and it already started. Maybe that will help. It already started. It's already there. The movement. You step. You jump onto a train which is already driving. Boom da 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 dee da da dee boom, and then you have a difference between a minim and a whole note. Yeah. From the bass, woom da 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 dee da da da, woom da 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 dee, step in, woom pa pa da dee da da dee, boom. And
started, still there's a lot of Abend, like you try to shape the Abend, like when you speak
I open
it.
too much?
Well, you do a lot of things, like, and you can just, if you say it to somebody, is it morning or evening? Abend, Abend, say it.
Abend is.
Abend, yeah, and you go Abend, Abend, so find the brightness without tension up, but just brightness. Abend, like it's Italian. Abend.
Abend.
Yes, why not? Yeah, so we don't have to open. We can Abend, Abend, Abend ist, and very mild because the song is mild. So don't interrupt that mildness with Yeah, just Abend ist, and then once you find that place and that effortlessness, stay there. Don't go forward and go towards. Let them come to you. Also sing with the back of your head, like the story happens here. That's nice. And then you stand beautifully upright.
Yeah.
not or yeah, it's you prepare it
That's so
so
weird,
good.
really?
Yeah, exactly. Why do we do the stuff we do? We don't know. And I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but I think it can be more easy, and just the openness and the looseness of the jaw is already there. You don't have to. That's it. And now you thought inwards,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
And then
Then I
you.
have space here, not
Yeah.
there.
But the space
Je kan ook kiezen
is
meer
there.
die of meer die.
And we don't have to make it
Yeah.
along the way. It is there.
Yeah.
Because we can't change so much
Als je
here,
dus wacht,
except when we change the wrong things, like oh. So that's not what you want. What you did last time was perfect.
Ja, dan hou je al tegen.
Keep in that
Dus
line.
meteen
Then it's legato from
tempo
there.
zijn.
The bow is the air is out of the bow. You can't help it. You can just support it with breath.
Oké, let's do.
With me?
Give that away. Yes.
So entflieht des Lebens schönste Stunden, fliegt vorüber wie im Tanz.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's a process.
Bald entflieht des Lebens bunte Szene und der Vorhang rollt herab. Was ist unser Spiel? Des Freundes Tränen fließen schon auf unser Grab.
Okay, that's where we need more words.
Yeah.
Now you're going.
want to do
I
the
have
hele
to
tijd
take care.
dit.
I have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. And
so-
you stand like this, and it's
Yeah.
so uncomfortable.
It already happens when you think of, I don't need to do something extra. I
Yeah.
need to keep it clean. That
Yeah.
then it happens that you have this like almost suction-like function of
Yeah.
the air.
Like a vacuum.
Yeah.
cleaner
Is het
kind of,
mooiste
yeah.
But
mooiste
if
wat
you
er is.
start consciously doing it everywhere where you don't need to do it,
Ja, ja,
then
ja.
you get a little
Maar
bit
door gewoon
like
zelf
this.
de
Yeah.
beweging te
Tense
hele
again.
tijd
Exactly.
is het ook
Yeah.
continu.
So this is independent of the airflow. This can just be the lips or la, 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 la.
Yeah.
You can practice like this. Make
Yeah,
yourself
yeah,
laugh.
yeah, yeah.
Practice like this. Practice massaging this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because now the jumps come,
Yeah.
right? That's a little bit like, I have to take care. Yeah, if we start to take care before the place where we
Ja,
need to
op
take
de
care, we
voorhoud
start
daar
tensing
naartoe.
up.
Mhm.
So take care of that the minute
Dat is
it
wat
needs
je
to
hier ook
happen.
al gezegd
Before that, don't
Daar
make it
kan je
too
dan
difficult.
eventjes die...
So what's the text there?
Des Freundes Tränen.
Yeah, if we go,
Nee, die
des
niet. Nee,
Freundes,
dat is
Ja.
ja,
wat je deed.
des
Ja.
Freundes Tränen. Use also, don't go
kan je
like
hier.
Tränen.
Maar
And
als je
then,
hier de hele tijd al aandacht
Vlies en
hebt
schoon.
gevraagd, dan
Ja.
valt dat niet meer op.
I think what I
En
would
ook
love
hier.
for you to,
Ben je ook weer lekker.
do as a next step is do more on one breath.
Yeah.
Because you have the breath, but you don't trust it yet.
Yeah. Every too often, right?
If you don't, if you sometimes the last word feels like ha, right?
Yeah.
If you sing that, really force yourself to keep singing that, then you force your support to support.
Yeah.
If you think, oh, I'm out of breath,
Yeah.
then you train.
Yeah.
But if you stand beautifully open, not exaggerated, but as you are beautiful right now, then you can activate that muscle that gives you like the sostenuto until the last word. Then your body needs to take the proper amount of breath. It will come to you because you're out of it.
Yeah.
Instead of that you have to
Yeah.
go for it. No, the air comes to you. You don't have to bite it out of the world. You don't have to take a bite of air. That's not a saying. That's not an expression even. So that's how you can tell. So open, use until the very, very, very last, and then relax to let air come in. Everywhere, and not just up here,
Yeah.
but everywhere.
Yeah.
Also to the back.
Yeah.
The attachment of the diaphragm is also towards your buttocks, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's everywhere. How nice is that? Your whole body is there to help you.
Yeah.
Think that.
Yeah.
And not just the lips and being wide, but the whole body. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah? Try and
From the
find if
beginning
you
again.
can, if that's helpful at all.
Margaretha had one good conclusion. Make it less difficult. Niet zo moeilijk doen.
Yeah, I know exactly how frustrating that sounds because it's Mozart. It is difficult. We have to pretend it's not, and we can only think, what can we do to make it less difficult? Have fun. Dare to mess up. Yeah.
Good. That's too slow for me.
Yeah.
For me, that's too slow. I don't know about you.
You will find your own tempo.
Oh, I like the tempo before more. It was definitely easier.
Was you just nailed it?
No, the one before, not this one.
When I played, it was easier to sing on.
Yes, but
So
also
quicker.
your last version I think was also quicker than this now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good tempo. Sorry. Good tempo, but pa 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 pi pa wa pa. Then it won't
So-
work. Pa 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 pi ti ti do do pa pa. Yeah. Do. Ti do ti do do.
That's legato.
So entflieht des Lebens schönste Stunden, fliegt vorüber wie im Tanz. Bald entflieht des Lebens bunte Szene und der Vorhang rollt herab. Was ist unser Spiel?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do? No,
It was a
no,
little
no.
bit too harsh, the aus.
I think when you did something you didn't like, you go back with your thoughts. Just go on. Just go on. Let everything that happened. Yeah. So that's helpful.
Start analyzing like,
But
oh, no,
there wasn't like a nice breath before. Oh, you were like, I'm ready. It looked like that. Perhaps
the
you.
aus is on
Yeah.
screen?
And the aus was too controlled.
Yeah.
Aus ist unser Spiel. Let the text be something you enjoy instead of, oh, so like,
Yeah.
ooh, I'm
Yeah.
coming from nothing.
Yeah.
Because you need to, I think, a little bit more sense that the air comes in everywhere in your body, like the whole rib cage. Not that it needs to be bigger, but it needs
Yeah.
to just be everywhere, like a glowing sensation, like
Yeah.
you float on something.
Mhm.
And then the aus is the intake of breath, and don't make it. Yeah, how can I say this? It's too controlled. It's dare to be overly excited or
Yeah.
overly romantic or creamy. Not ugly, but less controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aus
and,
ist unser Spiel.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
I wouldn't stop before the aus because
Yeah.
you stopped. I would play on and make a caesura before the minor, so that she can sort of go into it
I bet
in
you're good
movement
with
which is
coloratura.
already there. And I have a
I
suggestion.
actually haven't sung a lot of
For here?
coloratura yet.
I think you should do it.
Yeah?
Yes, because often people who think a lot, which a lot of singers do, don't have time to think a lot with coloratura, and your voice has to move, travel. You need to take quick breaths, very like without any noise, and then it's very physical.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the physicality of that. So
Yeah.
also with the aus, don't think that it comes from here. Aus? No, it's aus ist unser Spiel. It's not high for you, right?
No.
No, so take it easy,
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah, yeah.
Give a nice, warm German aus.
I would like to start with the bald and fleet there,
Yeah.
so we have the whole section again. And to have more direction, you can make a bit of crescendo, but also make the notes from short to longer, so you get bald in het vlieden, het levens moeten het zien. Bald in het vlieden, het levens moeten het zien. So each time a little longer, so you have direction, you have together with the crescendo, and then und der Vorhang, and there the generosity. And then if she takes time, you just react on it. Yeah? So can we start there?
Yeah.
Bald in het vlieden.
Bald entflieht des Lebens und des Segens.
And if you use pedal, use longer pedal each time. Short, longer, longer, longest.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Bald entflieht des Lebens und des Segens, und der Vorhang rollt heran. Das ist unser Spiel, des Freundes Träne fließen schön auf unser Grab. Bald vielleicht mir weht wie West und leise eine stille Ahnung zu.
Sorry, can we stop here?
Too breathy?
Yeah.
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 I
How
thought
did
so.
you know?
I thought so. I thought so.
Yeah, because it kind of leans, and I really am all for that, and I love that genre, but it leans towards poppiness. If you want to do it, try to first do it very healthily closed chords, as soft as possible, and then only if you want and choose consciously.
Yeah, because I want this sign feeling a little
Yeah.
bit.
That's good,
You know?
but in Mozart times, probably it's more with a very straight tones, a little bit
So more theatrical.
more baroque, and
Yeah.
do a thing with air intake. And, there you can use this air
Okay.
theatrically.
But that's
because,
allowed with Mozart.
well, in this part,
Okay.
with good taste, all within the
Yeah,
boundaries
yeah,
of
yeah. Of
good
course,
taste.
yeah.
But now for the experiment, Buzz and Fleet, you can try it out, and then anything to stop you from doing everything a little bit too breathy.
Yeah.
Because you give it away a little bit too
Yeah.
much there.
Yeah.
Waar gaan we beginnen, Erik?
Where would you like to start?
But before that, maybe bald vielleicht.
Bald vielleicht. Hier. Ja?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know
I
what you're going
yeah,
to
I
do. Change
know.
it, do
Yeah.
it, show it.
Papa, wat ben je toch?
Ja.
Het gaat een beetje langzamer.
Bald vielleicht mir weht wie Westwind leise eine stille Ahnung zu. Schließ ich dieses Lebens Pilgerreise, flieg in das Land der Ruhe.
We need to stop here because you need to be proud of this. You worked, right? Your
Yeah.
support was really working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it really
yeah.
is. It's
That's
nice.
really necessary because I think even when you sing like 98% well, it sounds beautiful and it's very good already. If you sing 100% well, you sing very healthily. And you have the tools and the cleverness to correct it quite quickly. So try to incorporate that. And it's not about being 100% perfect. It's about being very healthy and enjoying a healthy sound. So the softer you get with the healthy, without the that because the for now, for you, tends to go into the throat a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Later on you can add it again for effect, but now train yourself to do the very, like the clear, beautiful notes.
Yeah.
very softly, even softer than you there. And then she was really like with you there, like, huh? Oh, you're doing something else. That's nice. So that's a good way to tackle that.
Yeah.
And then you went for the crescendo, which wasn't a long leap because you didn't go in your throat with and then had to like all of a sudden. That was much closer together and therefore healthy. So that's a good strategy. You use the air and you let the air come in for the next phrase. Really beautiful. So we can go on. We don't need to do it again.
Yeah, don't forget die eine stille Ahnung so that it's softer than the wie weet, wie Westwind leise. That's a pity if you missed that one because Victoria did it and you forgot to do it. So it's that's a pity. And also for this 16th, don't make it too long. And not the don't make it a triplet. It's really a ti tada, and it's called the snikfiguur.
Like the sobbing.
The sigh, the
Yeah.
sobbing. Yeah? Yeah.
So in the story now, just I think, do you want to repeat it or want to go on? In the story now, tell me
No,
what
let's
you
go on
feel,
because we
what
still
you want
have to do another song as well.
Yeah. But just get us with you.
Now?
Yes.
From
Yeah.
Ta-da, ta-da. There.
So I'm asking my friends, or I think it's my friends, that if they will cry at my grave when
Okay.
I die.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, but
So-
it's in major, so let's see.
Find a reason why that is. Perfect. I think it's a major because you want to comfort your friends. Don't cry too much. Yeah, well, cry, but I'll be fine. Cry, that's fine. Don't leave me there rotting away. Come to me and we'll still have a good time even when I'm gone. Because I'm coming back as an angel.
Yes,
right?
from
That's
the sky-
what's coming
the
up.
skies, yeah.
Exactly. Gather with me. So very warm, very inviting. Not, I'm feeling sorry for myself. No, get a glow going. Get it, yeah.
Okay,
Okay, again.
the same part.
Yeah.
Same part. Okay.
Keep tempo. We need to understand that last couple of words better. It was a bit like wishy-washy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's also how you train your support to keep going. If the last words matter, yeah? So otherwise it's another
Sing
thing,
them, yeah.
and it's still beautiful and very nice, but it's not how Mozart wrote it.
Yeah.
And the jumps, keep them going. It's not the jump, the high note, it's not the end. It's an effect. Keep them going in this warm empathy you got going on. Yeah, and then what comes after that?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
It's always a bit of a question mark for us, that place, because
Yes.
it's so
I
different
want you
from-
to do it in one breath.
You can be more extrovert.
Yeah.
This part?
Yeah, what comes after that?
Mhm.
Yeah. And you are the trainer. Make them really like tears, like drops.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
yeah.
here you can do the like more feastly. Yeah. A bit of pedal on it. Yum, ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-bum. Yeah, more feastly and
Yeah.
to support and to joy, sort of. Yeah.
We were a little bit worried we would do it too marshy.
I think you can
That's
compare
what
it to everything Donna Elvira. Like, full, dun, da, 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 da. In Mozart, in Don Giovanni, she stands for like old times and it's very baroque and she's very fierce there. He doesn't write it for nothing without reason. So if you find this is a very a cell in itself, so it has a meaning, and so use it. It's not too soon, too much, I guess.
It's actually, the figure paints out the meaning of the word
Yeah.
Freude, joy,
Yeah.
which is not March-like. March-like.
Freunde or
Freude,
Freude.
joy,
What's Freunde?
No, Freunde.
Freunde.
Dan
Ja.
Freunde.
Freunde,
It's
wie
my,
ich
yeah, my
uitschrijf.
friends. I
So.
will come back as a
Yeah.
from the heavens.
So perhaps
Still,
you're-
I find it joyful.
Perhaps I'm just thinking out loud. The subtext of this song is there's life after death. Death isn't the end of everything. There's this, I'll be back and I'll still be your friend. So find a lot of love and warmth.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm very happy, because how else are you going to go through pages of this music
We
without
have to
love?
continue.
Come on, give us love.
So from where? Freunde?
Dan nog Freunde. Ja.
Freunde.
Dann Freude will ich euch erscheinen und will heben auf, wo ich bin. Schenk auch du ein Tränchen mir und pflege mir ein Feuerchen auf mein Grab und mit deinem Segen vollen Blicke sieh dann sanft auf mich herab, sieh dann sanft auf mich
Can we open that up? Because now you're
Yeah,
you're thinking of all the information together, which is good. But since you have it going on, like you're not giving it away anymore, you can go towards more sound and mouth shape. Yeah. So not or something, and not, but also not like hold. I need to hold it. No, you don't need to hold it.
Yeah.
It should be softer than the note before, of course. It's all within like taste and period.
Yeah.
But still, you don't have to because then the
Yeah.
breath and then the
The
next
last line
breathing
was
in.
very. Yeah, it
So
collapsed.
try again.
Yeah.
But you're both on a very good path here. I hope you feel that too. Where would you like to start and what would you know?
Schenk.
Schenk auch du.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and
Actually, you were a little bit milder and softer than in the piano, so try to combine it, be the same in
Like in balance.
in balance.
Yeah. Okay.
so look at each other. Communicate also the story with each other.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
That's nice.
Maybe
But also not
here.
too much, right?
No,
It's like,
no.
because that's a very
We need to be involved.
You get,
Yeah.
Victoria, you get 2 bars.
2 bars.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I see? No, it ends here. It could go into the whole of your body
Yeah.
and a little bit everywhere instead of everything here.
Yeah.
So imagine the actual physicality of air. Thin. This is a narrow space. This is a narrow space. Here the lungs expand. Here is room. So if we go searching for room here, we keep the air a little bit there. And we need to just trust that the motor and all the gears are here. It's quite low. And all the flexible, tiny, intricate things happen here. And they happen because we know they're okay. You've trained them well. So trust them.
Yeah.
Gaan we nog iets doen aan het volgende lied?
I don't mind working on this only. But you should be the boss of that. Of course, you brought it for a reason. So if you want to change to the other song, say so.
I think, yeah. difficult because we can work on both.
Yeah, we can
You
work. We have
That's
probably
actually
have a lot of information already now for this,
Yeah.
style-wise,
Yeah,
vocally.
Yeah.
maybe go
So
Yeah.
maybe it's better
Yeah.
to do a bit of Schubert, hè?
Yeah.
Can you just, for me, try to take a breathing
Dit is
in
jouw
and
partij,
feel
hè?
the sensation of the
Nee.
air going through the mouth, yeah? Without opening the mouth too much. Like keep the jaw level to the floor instead of scooping. Like a little bit like a lot of singers breathe through straws. Did you see it? So a bit like that. So really allow to fill up your body, but be very conscious of how much of a pipeline this is instead of a balloon. Yeah, why? Yeah, so it's almost both nose and mouth, and the cold air goes along the sides of your tongue. It's very pleasant. And then we start singing. That's where the action takes place. So this is very, very noble and very mild. Experiment with that.
Yeah.
So Herbst. What? Right?
Herbst, yes.
Herbst.
Can you tell a bit the meaning of the song?
I feel like it's all in the title. Well, not all, of course. But it's a song about the autumn, about the wind and everything, and the leaves and the cold and the grayness and the skies and the beautiful stars are gone. And it also is kind of a metaphor to life and love. That at one point we will also be in the autumn of our life, when everything is a little bit different than in summer and spring, and kind of like that.
So with the dying roses, the love dies away as well.
Yeah. The love, the year, the love, and the life is dying away.
Es raschen die Winde so herbstlich und kalt, verwöhnet die Fluren, entblättert der Wald, im blumigen Hagen, du sonniges Grün, so wögen die Es sehen die Wolken so finster und grau, verschwunden die Sterne am himmlischen Blau, noch ewige Stirne am Himmel entfliehen, so sinket die Jetzt
the way you use the pedal in this one. Perfect. Don't change it. For this hall, it's perfect. Always difficult with a song which has the same notes. Als het niet doorgecomponeerd is. If you have 3 verses and the same, different text but the same notes. Maybe the second verse, es ziehen die Wolken, you were a little bit more active. And maybe you can do that in the bass also. Papam, papam, a little bit more activity in the bass.
Could I suggest to switch that around to the first one? Es rauschen die Winde, so herzlich und kalt. The text is so much more than
and then
es ziehen die Wolken. It gets eerie. It gets like a thriller, a movie. So more legato there. And then the third one, a lot softer. There was almost no difference.
Yeah, that could be a very good plan. Indeed.
Yeah, so the first one, because the text gives you this rauschen die Winde, so herzlich und kalt, you can really use that, and perhaps you can try to be angry at something, to convey this rugged emotion there. So not vocally, like, you don't want that, but in your eyes, that is not like the next lovely song by Schubert, like, So, and careful that you don't make all the highest notes the loudest. Try to experience and to experiment by doing that sometimes very softly and then opening up, and then this syncopated rhythm afterwards. In order to keep them alive and don't fixate them. So that will benefit your body as well. Yeah?
And actually you don't have so many voices to work with. For example, in Schöne Müllerin, when you have the verses about the brook, you can have, when it's about the depth of the brook, then you can have a more bass, and otherwise you can have more sort of alto or more soprano. You don't have so many notes to work with, but you could change the balance in the octaves. Bring out once the thumb, in the other verse maybe the fifth, the fifth finger. Then you have a color change already, and maybe sometimes a dissonant in the right hand to emphasize. But that's actually what you have. You don't have so many notes, and yeah, in the intermezzo. You can phrase differently. You can take some time somewhere, so you make the intermezzo differently each time. So you emphasize a different spot of the phrase. That's the only thing you can work with, besides the articulation with the activity. It's not much that you have with the notes.
Dynamic wise, would you do second time more? Like if more, or because you said legato?
I would start the first one off with the actual storm and Winde and kalt, and then go towards that you open your gaze and it becomes more horizontal, but not per se, not louder in any case, even not softer, not a lot softer, but just a different horizontal instead of. Covering her. No. But that's not, if it goes softer, that doesn't always mean this. It can also mean that what's going on? What's your actual problem? We all suffer from the weather, but what's behind this problem? It's very a subtext thing.
And for the last song, So sterben die Rosen, the last verse, there I would do the fifth finger in the bass. So you just shift towards the fifth finger. You turn the wrist. So now we have a plan for the whole 3 verses.
A plan, so just do it.
Yeah, now to execute it.
Yes.
That's the issue.
So are we going for the book?
Yes, please.
Storm, the wind, the herfst, it's cold. That you have to express immediately from the first note. That D sharp, we know, oh my God, it's the wrong time of year.
about being wronged or being angry at something, fighting on your bike against the weather, frustration. But not, that's not that you did that, but don't be tempted, because the bass and you are so far apart. Oh, sorry. that doesn't interfere. So don't worry, don't overblow anything. That's not necessary.
Yeah.
Okay. And actually a question again, don't look at the music, you know it, but
Or
time signature,
this is stop 8, that I know.
but think in 4.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to be too. Yeah.
Think in 4, yeah.
I think exactly, it's more dynamics. Then you're there.
Or,
Yeah, dare to act with the keys.
Es rauschen die Winde so herbstlich und kalt, verödet die flohenden Blätter der Wald, im blumigen Haar. Das sonniges Glück, so wirken die Blüten des Lebens dahin, so
Beautiful, because you do so much now on one breath. That's nice, that's nice. And try to keep feeding the line, just so don't shift too much in your body. Then you interrupt the line also.
Actual movements.
Actually, yeah. Or try to stay faithful to that vocal, like the vowel.
Yeah.
Yeah, try it. So go on where we were, and I'll just.
second time.
Second, yeah.
Yeah, I had a bit of of the idea that in that second line had zo welkom die blüten des Lebens, and that almost the impression that you were counting. So if it wants to go forward, let it go forward. Don't try to stay in the thing. Let it go.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Es sehen die Wolken so finster und grau, unten die Sterne am himmlischen Blau, und über den Hügeln rauscht Winde dahin, so stärket die
And do you have a chest voice? Dahin. Because it's now very like polite and very beautiful. Dahin. But dahin, like it's slipping away from you.
Yeah.
Dahin means gone.
Yeah.
Really gone. Forever. Could you? Or is this too high for a real chest voice? It's D sharp, E. It's enough, that's enough, yeah. So, because it relaxes more, and
Yeah.
we feel that it comes from, oh sorry, the microphone. We feel that it comes from your body. Dahin, like it's, even vocally, it's all gone from you, like despair. That's enough, exactly. And yeah, don't open too much your mouth, like da, but da, here, dahin. Think Russian or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever helps you. Okay, so you have another go at that one?
And then make a beautiful transition to the most intimate third verse. Ik dacht dat we de borststem nog een keer kregen.
Yeah, I don't know if there's time. Would you like to practice the chest voice or just take it away as a tip and practice that at home? I think for now we can go on.
Oh, okay.
What I actually would like, because sometimes I'll explain why a little bit. Sometimes I see you go a little bit more like this.
Yeah.
Sing it to my back. So I'm going to stand behind you with my back to you, lean on my back and sing. Make me tell the story also to me.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Okay.
Can I write lean on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever feels
Okay.
good enough for singing. Do whatever you want. I'll support you.
Yeah.
That's what I hear, and vocally we hear so a little bit, eh? But I need to exaggerate a little bit to make it very clear, because what is this? What's the word?
So sterben die Rosen.
This is beautiful. If you speak it like this, sing it like this.
Yeah.
So sterben die Rosen, and not so No. And you went away from my back.
Yeah.
So you make a curve in your body.
Yeah.
And
That's
don't do
not
that.
good, yeah.
Just by staying relaxed, flexible, complete breathing, and upright, that's enough. So allow yourself to feel comfortable as well. Feel very complete.
Yeah.
And that means something. Sometimes leaning, sometimes really taking care. Oh, I have to really do this here, but not all the time. If you all the time, that's tiring.
Yeah.
And it's not the most beautiful quality. You did the sterben, how you said it. Yeah. So let's. Can I do it again?
Yeah.
Sorry to abandon you. Yeah. Where you would like to start?
Me or her?
You.
Me. Maybe from so sterben, from the top of the page.
The first time, so sterben die Rosen.
Can you also give me your hands, like our hands touch? Yeah.
I start again.
Oh, okay.
Or you start. You start, yeah. So sterben die Rosen,
because you don't need to do it every time. It's nice if you have it as an extra option.
Yeah.
That when you're frustrated, dahin, and now dahin, very, very like
soft
airy.
and sad,
Yeah. Why not? If you have all those colors, show them where it's appropriate. That's nice.
Yeah.
You have all those possibilities. That's nice. And you can always, whenever you breathe in, you don't need to. You can stay upright. The air fills you. You don't have to go towards something. The air comes towards you because there's a lack of air here, and we give it room, so it rushes in. It really rushes in, and it's not a or a And especially with like the beautiful jumps in the melody, Rosen, you don't need to Rosen, or don't go along, or extra Rosen, like, no, just keep them on this line of the story. Very horizontal, very true to the vowel. So, and that's difficult, and it takes, perhaps the voice travels somewhere new, or someplace weird, or you think there's no control. Allow sometimes to have no control. Exactly, that's a lot of like leaning and me jumping away from you. You were giving control away, and that was good. That was really nice. So it's when you feel safe. It's still a
scary thing. I was like,
yeah, and of course it feels very exercisey. And how am I ever going to do something like that when you're not there? But it helps you to find contact. In more places than where you think you need to manipulate. There's more to singing than just.
It's not only this. We also have this part of the body.
You have to hold back. And sometimes at the end of a phrase, you tilt your pelvic area a bit forward, like where actually, of course, this tightens because it firms up to give that last bit of support, but. Feel it more as a stretch instead of a crunch, like an abdominal crunch.
Yeah,
because I felt
like,
exactly
I feel like a crunch sometimes.
this.
Like,
But it needs to be instead of keep open.
Okay.
That's find the simplest, most beautiful, healthy posture, and still don't beat yourself up when you lose it or when you don't find it, but go back, like meditation. Go back to the breath. Go back. There's always going back, and you hate yourself for saying. And that's but that's the way. Otherwise, you drive yourself crazy, and you get tired. So you don't want to get tired. You want to be like radiant, and there's so much there, and you have it. Like it's really good. So I hope you can play around with that together. I'm not sure where we are time-wise, but.
Time-wise, we are over time.
Oh, we're over time.
I have only one thing that I would like to still tell. If you have so many times the same notes, you can phrase differently, and you have to work on the stormy side. Da 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 dee da da da, and the other da dim pi pa da da dee da da is more your natural habitat, but the other one. Da 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 dee da da dee pa 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 pam. That's more for the first, and each time you find another. Note to emphasize da 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 dee da 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 dee da da. For example, so you can choose different notes to play through, and then it becomes interesting. If you do it with the emotion of the following verse already in mind. That was my last suggestion.
I hope you have a lot of fun being a lead duo in the coming years.
A
Whatever,
lot of success.
like competitions. Don't. You're going to be judged, but don't take that too seriously. Go there for the experience. Whatever happens. I mean, you're musicians. Even get last place or first place, your quality doesn't change with that verdict. So please remember that. Go there because you want to be seen, be heard, and be together with this beautiful music.
So
cool.
When will it be?
The 17th of November.
Okay, pretty soon.
You'll be fine. If you didn't feel well and sing so well today, you'll be fine on the day. If you feel well and
I'm very proud of myself.
be that and remember that. That's very important because I'm sure you are also criticizing yourselves enough. So you need to also memorize that you're also proud of the stuff. That's very, very important. And drink a sip instead of coughing before singing. Like, it's tiring.
It's a very stupid habit.
It's like jamming the chords together.
It's like,
and we all do it. But again, back to sipping, back to swallow, or stick your tongue between your lips and swallow without, well, not too far, just like the outer, very relaxed, and then swallow, and try not to retract the tongue. That's supposed to be very relaxing for the larynx. So play around and don't start too far out with the tongue. Just build it up a little bit. Do it a couple of times and then stop doing it, and then the next day, just as an extra relaxing thing.
That's good.
There's always find something you can do instead of what you can't do. So a sip instead of a cough. This instead of something you don't want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Have fun.
Okay.
And thank you for being here.
Well, thank you all for being here, for trying out all the things that Erik
Yeah.
told you, and also trying out my advices. I think we had a wonderful evening and worked with a lot of things, and I hope you can still keep working on it when you are back home. And so we will close now, and the next class will be with Noah Frankel, and that will be the 2nd of December. And for now, I want to thank Erik. Erik, thank you very much for being here.
I love this.
And I would like to thank Ron Zicking for the live stream. So great that you are there. Thank you.
And thanks, Rixt. Yay!